Contreras. David is here.
To be followed by John Humphrey.
Good afternoon, Honorable Mayor Turner and City Council members. My name is David Contreras. I'm here with my beautiful wife, Millie, representing the National LULAC Office, the League of United Latin American Citizens, as the National Archives Coordinators, and I as the Texas State Historian. I've dedicated about 10 years and about 15,000 hours of volunteer work to develop LULAC and Latino digitized archives, many of which are linked to the Houston Public Library Hispanic and Latino history collections. I'm making 4 recommendations today regarding vital resources from the Houston Public Library that benefit Latino community in Houston. First, in October of last year, the Houston Endowment awarded $500,000 to the Houston Public Library to support a series of archival preservation projects. Of that funding, $250,000 has been earmarked for the Hispanic collections. I'm recommending that an advisory oversight group be established comprised of experts in Houston LULAC and Latino cultural history to identify and prioritize significant collections that should be scanned, digitized, and archived on the Houston Public Library website. The most prominent collections that would benefit the community, in my opinion, are the archives of Henry Sanchez, Felix Morales, and Leonel Castillo. Also, special collections of Vivo magazine, which was an insert to the Houston Post, LULAC Council 60, and the Little School of the 400, which was a precursor to Project Head Start. Secondly, I'm recommending that the community be updated on the status of interviews that were removed from the Houston Public Library in August of last year. These files are comprised of large collections of audio and video oral history interviews, many of which are distinguished members of the Latino community, including civil rights leaders and World War II veterans. I recommend these interviews be retrieved and made available to the public on the Houston Public Library website. If the interviews have been lost, I recommend that funding be allocated towards conducting new interviews for our history. Next, I recommend that the City of Houston update the community on progress on the $19 million Hispanic Research Center and Library. Recent media reports indicate that the library will be located at 5807 Navigation and will be approximately 50,000 square feet. It would be great to get an update on the timeline of the ribbon cutting, the construction, and the opening date of the facility. Lastly, I recommend that the Hispanic and Latino history website page be prominently displayed on the Houston Public Library website, as it was prior to changes made on April the 19th. The website is the only special history collection that cannot be accessed through the Houston Public Library Research tab. Thank you for the opportunity to make this presentation.
Councilmember Cisneros.
Thank you, Mayor. And David, don't go, come back. I want to thank you for your thoughtful suggestions. We've shared them, my office has shared them with the library and asked for some answers. And what we did get back, and really the only thing I've gotten back so far, is that regarding your request for an update on to the community on progress on the Hispanic Research Center and Library, and the news that's filtered out into the public, what we got back says that negotiations are ongoing regarding the property and cost for this project. The target is to complete this phase and enter a contract for this HHRC this summer.
Okay, Councilmember Kamen.
Thank you, Mary. Really quickly, I just wanted to thank you, David, for all the work on behalf of LULAC, capturing the history that is Houston history. It's Texas history and it's American history. I also wanted to recognize proudly that LULAC, the Council 60 Clubhouse, is in District C, and that those preservation efforts that are ongoing also encompass the history. It's living history as well. So thank you for all of your work, and please pass along our appreciation.
Councilmember Gallegos.
Thank you, Mayor. First of all, congratulations, David, on your position as National Archives Coordinator for LULAC. And also thank you and to your wife, Millie, for everything that y'all do with LULAC here in the city of Houston. I know that this is something that's very concerning for me. I know this was brought to my attention on the last 2 years of Mayor Parker's administration. And I met with Dr. Lawson back then, that the library system was running out of room for Hispanic archives. Worked with Mayor Parker and also with Mayor Turner. And I want to thank both of them in regards to the $19.5 million that is in the CIP for an Hispanic Archive Center. I know that 2 years ago when we were celebrating ALMA, which is an organization that was formed to raise money for an Hispanic Cultural Center, that's where Mayor Turner also announced the 19.5 for the Hispanic Archives Center, which our vision is for it to be a campus with the Hispanic Cultural Center along with an Hispanic Archives Center. Here we are 8 months before I leave office as a council member and the mayor leaves office as the mayor. And I'm still waiting to hear from Dr. Lawson with an update. I reached out to her at least twice asking for updates, and I'm still waiting for an update. And now I'm hearing that something's going to happen maybe this summer. Well, that's not good enough. Because again, it was brought to my attention the last 2 years of the Parker administration. And I have 8 months left. And I know Mayor Turner and myself would love to do a groundbreaking at least. I was hoping to do a ribbon cutting, but I'm hoping now we can at least do a groundbreaking. We're nearly half of the population in the city of Houston, but yet we're running out of room. We ran out of room at the library system, which I was told this again on the last 2 years of the Parker administration, and I'm still waiting to hear from Dr. Lawson. I'd like an update as to where we're at, and also talking to Dr. Lawson, I want to make sure that Arte Público Press is in the conversation in regards to the design and what we would like to see in that archive center. I know that Nicolas Canelos, I met with him a few months ago, that he was asking that he wants to be a partner with the city of Houston in the Hispanic Archive Center. So again, I'm asking Dr. Lawson to please contact me and give me an update.
Okay, thanks a lot, and I'll be forwarding a very detailed response from Dr. Lawson, and we will get it to you, David, and everybody else with regards to the Houston Endowment Fund. She provides a detailed response. The advisory oversight group to determine which collections are digitized. She has responded to that. The digitization of Viva magazine, there was no donor agreement, and the Houston Public Library is in the process of obtaining digital access to the Houston Post through a third-party newspaper database. The status of the oral history interviews that were removed in 2022, she provides a response to that. In terms of they were moved from a different online platform in 2022 and talks about what's being done. The Hispanic History Research Center, she does note that negotiations are ongoing regarding the property and cost for this project, and the target is to complete this phase and enter a contract for HHRC this summer. And then she addresses the Hispanic and Latino history website. I'll make sure that we provide all of these pages to you and to all the city council members.
Thank you, sir. May I make one last positive comment?
Mm-hmm.
2 years ago, we worked with Micaeli Selle, who was our archivist of Latino collections, and significant progress was made. And they actually created a website page with the most comprehensive collections that exist in the United States. And I can say this from the heart, is that the Houston Public Library has the most comprehensive collections of African American and Hispanic and Latino collections that exist. And I think we have an opportunity to even make it even better and to grow those collections.
Okay, thank you. Councilman McGahey.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor. I really do appreciate that update, Mayor.
No objection, right.
Once again, Mayor, I really do appreciate that update. But again, this is something that I've been asking for as the only Latino on this horseshoe, I have to hear an update that you're giving today after I've reached out to Dr. Lawson. So Dr. Lawson, please reach out to me and give me an update as well.
Anyone else? Next speaker.